Lucifer sounds like a bad word because even though people are Christian, or because they are, or because of their religious leanings, there's an 80% chance they see Lucifer as being some kind of a enemy of their God, prophet, or incarnation that they favor. Venus is the morning star. In the Bible, Jesus and Lucifer are both mentioned as the morning star. I think it's Jesus who has the capital M, and Lucifer who has the two words morning and star separated by a hyphen. Why would that be done? Why would one, I mean, we can talk about semantics, and then we can talk about how this isn't even semantics. It's splitting hairs to the point that you have to look at the Vatican. The Vatican's Christmas ceremonies are Osiris, Isis, and Horus, and that's fine. I think people should know to expand their knowledge. But then you look at the Basilica of St. John, which I think is the one that looks all serpentine and has the fangs. I guess some people see it as being satanic, but the whole thing about Revelations and Christianity is, I guess Jesus said something like, he left as a lamb and will come back as a lion. But lion, tigers, and bears, oh my. I think dragon. I also think the serpent in the Garden of Eden was Adam's penis. Something that Osiris might have unfortunately paid the price for, at least temporarily. But what about Quetzalcoatl? The Mormons believe in Quetzalcoatl, which is the synergy or the merging of Jesus and Lucifer, or Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan, which is the male and female, which is interesting because the male Jesus and the female Lucifer, it just means light bringer, but Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and the light. I've had a huge problem with the Vatican for a long time, but partially out of necessity, since I live in their garden house, apparently. Partially because I'm starting to see the Pope in a more positive way. Because the thing is, including Trump, every leader inherits the situation that was left to this person. And even, with the exception of Trump, almost every world leader, religious leader, etc., leader in a society climbed through the ranks or progressed through the ranks. They don't just decide, I'm going to run for president, or I'm going to be the Pope or something like that. This is kind of interesting. I want to show you this. See that? I live in New Hampshire, and it feels like a freaking prison. And when I said that to my roommate, she said, if you turn it on its side, it's a ladder. Of course, I can't turn it on the side properly. But, the end of the world as we know it for the Christians would be them having to make the choice of, a theoretical or a literal mark of the beast, which everyone would have to either make or not. And it could be the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. And let's say all the good people, in fact, get the mark of the beast, and then that mark turns off and all those people keel over, or let's say that the bad people are tricked into getting it, and then they all keel over. We don't know. It's possible that not anyone knows, especially with 5G and the changes in the Earths. But the point is that the synergy sounds good to me. Instead of seeing it as adversarial or an all or nothing, which it will be in some ways, especially, if there's a civil unrest or civil war situation in your vicinity, that's an all or nothing situation. But when the prophecies of Christianity are fulfilled, it also fulfills the prophecies of Judaism, and in doing so fulfills Islam as well. I mean, look at Chrislam. Chrislam, let's say that, the Catholics, it's really Cathlam, right? Because it's a Catholic thing. He's the leader of the Catholics, not all Christians, but, he forgets that when he called it Chrislam, I guess. I don't know. What do you think?